January 29, 2015. This is Mike Callahan with the Watchman News. Another story that I just seen from RT. The link's down in the About tab. Pentagon says U.S. may lose high-tech military superiority to China and Russia. And I've gone over this here just recently. In fact, I've talked about it even before I had my break. I had talked about us losing the battle of technology. This report says the Pentagon has expressed deep concern about the U.S. eventually losing its military technological superiority over rivals such as China and Russia, and it's urging NATO states to develop innovative weapons in close cooperation to optimize military spending. I'm very concerned about the increasing risk of loss of U.S. military technological superiority, Pentagon arms buyer Frank Kendall told a House Armed Services Committee hearing. We're at risk and the situation is getting worse, he warned, specifying that his concerns lay with the heavy investments into weapons design being done by China and Russia. Kendall noted that the development of aircraft carriers and satellite technologies by China and Russia was targeting critical U.S. military capabilities, Reuters reported. In a separate hearing at the House Armed Services Committee, U.S. Deputy Defense Secretary Robert Work announced Wednesday that bold action was needed to keep the U.S. lead in technology as China, Russia, and other countries are rapidly developing weapon systems of their own. The U.S. must increase collaboration equally with NATO members and allies in Asia and other areas when investing into new weapons. We must coordinate and collaborate, avoid duplication, leverage niche capabilities, and push our establishments to innovate in technology, concepts, experimentation, and wargaming, Work told a conference hosted by the Center for a New American Security. And you can read the rest of it down. The link is in the About tab. But I wanted to make a little comment on this. Wow, it's interesting, right? And I've made reference to this before, and I'm going to choose to do so again. But Obama, and you know me, I don't choose sides. I don't wave any kind of a flag, whether it's Republican, Democrat, or whatever. I just do not wave any other flag than the U.S. flag. And that U.S. flag stands for the Constitution, unfortunately not our current government. Anyway, so with that being said, Obama was really getting ribbed about not having the troops out. First of all, he got ribbed because everybody said that was the most dangerous thing you could do. And then he got ribbed because he didn't get them out when he said he was going to. And then when it was decided that troops needed to be sent back over there, as if they all really left, then he got ribbed again. And then with this last election, even right after with the Republican response, the lady was just droning and droning and droning, no pun intended, for more war. And we've seen McCain and we've seen others come out and just, talking about how we're going to have to do this, we're going to have to do that, we're going to need more boots on the ground over in places like Iraq. And, it's never going to stop, folks. We have to get the general public to understand that there is no difference between Democrat and Republican anymore. They both work for the same masters, the masters of war, by the way. Folks, we are elbow deep. We're not even knee deep. We're not even deep. We are elbow deep in trouble right now. We are staring directly in the face of world war. And all the world is a stage, right? We're just here watching the show. That's about all we're doing at this point. And it's I could really go into my theories and stuff. It's a whole nother topic, but it can be stopped. But it's going to take all of us. We're going to have to all get together. We're going to have to stop bickering about things like, white pride, or gay rights, or, all these little bitty things. And I'm not demeaning anything or any of those, okay? I understand those are things that affect people personally to a very large extent. What my point is we have things going on that is going to affect all of humanity. And I do believe that takes precedence over gay marriage, that takes precedence over Black Lives Matter, because I'll tell you what, all lives matter. You got Holocaust victims that are screaming. They are screaming because they see the same thing happening. But not just on a national scale, they're seeing it happen on a global level. And they're trying to warn people, but nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. I don't know, the other day was, the Holocaust Remembrance Day. I don't know, I couldn't tell you how many little memes I've seen go on Facebook. I couldn't tell you. All kinds of them. Never forget. Never forget. Well, don't you think never forget should include don't let it happen now? I'll be back with more news.